Hello, guys. Good day. This is Anne of Reinforce Big Love, your fellow positive reinforcer. Today, I'm just going to remind you once again, even to myself, that health is the most valuable asset that anyone could have in this world. Not the property, not the gold, not the stock market, not the S&P 500, but health. Because health lay the foundation of everything else that you have. Your wealth, success, relationship, it's impossible to sustain them if you are sick, if you are unhealthy, if you feel, if you cannot get up in the morning because you have chronic illness and you're about to sign off. That's how important health is. And of course, when you have good health, you can have good productivity in a way that you have all the opportunity in the world to earn, work, and even enjoy leisure. Your break time when you're off work. Your holidays with your family, with your kids, with your loved ones. Health is wealth. And another thing, when you are healthy, it's all economical because you look after your health first, which means that you have reduced cost in a way that you don't have to spend any medical bills. You have less insurance because you pay for insurance just in case, for the sake of screening. You don't pay for insurance when you're already chronically ill. You pay for insurance in the most part so that you can have annual checkup, cardio, your heart, your cholesterol, anytime you want, anytime you need it. And your insurance will look after it. You get an insurance, health insurance, for screening, for prevention first. Not because, you're thinking that you're gonna get sick. Just to let you know, prevention first. And whenever you have the opportunity, use your insurance. And when you have good health, you also have an improved quality of life. You can enjoy your relationship. You can, go for travel anywhere around the world. You can enjoy your hobbies, golf, tennis, going to the gym, chit-chat with your friends. Cherish every milestone in your life when you are healthy. You know the way? And this is actually what's happening since we are in crisis right now. It's easy to get health slip away from our priorities. And somehow we underestimate the importance of our health in a way that, we don't go for screening, vaccines and annual check. That's necessary, especially when you're like over 30s or let's just say 40s. And this time around, the 30s or even late 20s, they already have instances of stroke, heart attack. People who die this time is getting younger. So if you have an insurance, if you always give budget for your health. If you don't have insurance, don't forget about yourself. Money is important. Yes, properties, building wealth, your family is important, but don't forget yourself, your health, your main instrument, your body that you use to run the company, the body that an instrument for you to go to work and make money. Don't forget yourself. And another thing, wherein people just, I would say, underestimate the power of health by means of this. This is common. Poor lifestyle habits. I'm talking about diet, lack of exercise, poor sleep, smoking, alcohol, drugs. Anything that's so easy to decide. It's so easy to decide to grab chocolates and it's tasty, enjoyable, sugar. Honey, honey. Even myself, I like to eat. If only human beings wouldn't get chubby when they eat a lot, I would eat everything. But it's just that I don't feel great after I eat everything. So I must have in control of that appetite as much as possible. So, yeah, we kind of slip away in terms of this lifestyle because it's enjoyable. But after all, nobody's perfect. Nobody's perfectly following diets. It's nice to have kind of a somehow give ourselves a break, not to deprive ourselves because of course we're alive, but don't forget to come back to go to good health, to check yourself how you are medically by means of diagnostics. And sometimes, the diet, the exercise, drugs, the alcohol, it's not a problem. The problem is here, our mental health, that we also tend you know, to miss it. That we're already stressed out from work and we feel depressed, we don't eat, we don't sleep regularly in a good time, like sleep 7 to 8 hours, the sleep that you need. And we become anxious about tomorrow chronically, that we somehow get burned out looking for ways to earn, to get promoted, to be known, to be famous, to give the best for our family, that we forget about our mental health. And yeah, when we get burnout, it means that we are sacrificing our rest and recovery for the sake of other priorities in such a way that we forget our main thing, our main asset, which is our health. And some people think about the saying, or thought about this so-called "it won't happen to me" kind of mindset, that they think that they're immune to any diseases around the world, immune to the bad stuff health wise, that it won't happen to me until one day they're going to find out that it's too late. That's how easy it is to just let the health slip away. Just like that. And the consequences that we have to deal with is that, sometimes we just find out that it's too late. And the poor thing is that we find out in the moment when we are so happy. We find out in the moment when we felt like we have less time for people we love. And then we begin to regret all the past opportunities that's lost in time. That's not it ain't easy. It's not easy to be in that situation. And at this point, because of our food, and I don't know what's going on with our food and industry this time, food industry, that sometimes, we have a lot of sugar and fats in our food, and it's easy to fill us up. And it's also easy to order it again. Everything is convenient. It's just one call away, and then the food will arrive. We don't have to cook for it. We don't have to cook, to go to grocery to fill up the tummy. It's just one call away. And then there you go, you got Chinese food. And when we're already sick, all the things that we work for over the years, it will be just go down, taken back by our poor health. And then there you go, we experience the financial strain. And instead of aiming and enjoying the money that we work for, the wealth that we work for, that we're expecting to enjoy at the age of over 60, over 70, up to 80 to 100 years old, look, you're not pretty sure enough anymore when you find out that your health is compromised. You're not sure if we can have a good a longer lifespan. So if you don't look after your health, your lifespan will also get compromised too. And the worst part is that we don't want to be a burden on others. So in some point, when we treat ourselves badly, to the point that we haven't found out until it's too late, we don't want to get involved in compromising the time of others, their energy. So yeah, even myself, I don't want to be a burden on anyone. So let's look after our health, because it's easy to overlook it. But after all, It's the best investment of all the investments: health, wealth, relationship, body, and mind first. I'm just here to remind you guys that, I work in the hospital and I've discovered lessons, and somehow I'm trying to apply it to my personal life. And then, yeah, it's also an opportunity to learn, and I just want to share this to you. I hope I shared something valuable today, though. If you ever love this message, you can share this to your family and friends. You can follow me in YouTube, Facebook, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music, even in X. Reinforce Me Club. By the way, this is Anne, your fellow positive reinforcer. I do appreciate your time and have a lovely day ahead. Thank you.